Hello everybody and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my shrimp tank, doing a shrimp update, as well as talk to you guys a little bit about just the hardscape that I usually like to put in with my shrimp, especially this tank in particular. So do a quick shrimp update and kind of show you things that may have changed. For the most part, everything's kind of been breeding and growing and pretty much everything like it has been. Some of the older baby shrimp that I've had are now having eggs, so there are some. I think this white one over here, I think there's two white ones. They look kind of similar. I don't know if they both have eggs or not, but I'm pretty sure that one there does. As well as probably a couple others I just haven't seen yet. So pretty much all the shrimp, everything's doing fine. I took out a bunch and put them in an outdoor tank, so I cut down the population in this tank a lot. That was just to kind of help with feeding and space because there was a lot of shrimp in this tank. So pretty much everything else has been doing alright. I haven't been doing too much quality control as far as, just keeping the super nice ones in here. Now you can see the guy up here, right here in the front. He doesn't have as nice pattern as like this point. There you go. That one there does have as nice pattern as like that one over there or that one there. I haven't done anything like that to a super high degree, but I do like the shrimp that are in here. It's not like this one here isn't nice. It's just I do like the pattern of the other ones a bit better, but that's just kind of personal preference really. The blue shrimp are still in here. The blue dream shrimp, at least is what they were called when I bought them. There's one there, and there's a couple others. And I took a couple of them out and put them in some other tanks, just trying to get them to breed a little bit better, because they're just slightly smaller than the red crystal shrimp, so they kind of just get out competed a little bit when it comes to food. Which there's still some in here. They're really harder to. They're a lot harder to see, but there are some still in here. So now talk about some hardscape. So when it comes to hardscape for this shrimp tanks in particular, I like surface area. And I'll zoom out a bit so you can kind of see my whole tank and get an idea what I'm talking about. So I have a bunch of driftwood in here, as you can probably tell. And there's a reason why I have a bunch of driftwood. And that's because, one, I like the way that I can grow plants on it. I like the way that it gives shrimp a lot of things to crawl on. You can see them going up with the plants. You can see them crawling here. You can see them on this driftwood up here. Another thing it does is allows me to get some height. Like if I were to have a giant rock, it would take up a bunch of space and it wouldn't have as much surface area as this piece of driftwood that goes all the way up to the top. Like there's still a bunch of water room right here, and the shrimp can still swim, glide, grow plants, whatever I want in that space. If like I had a giant rock, I wouldn't be able to grow as many plants. There wouldn't be as much little nooks and crannies for the shrimp to crawl through. So by using the driftwood, it kind of allows me to do that and grow plants on it. So I can create some height with plants and with the driftwood. Now having the backdrop they can crawl on is another big advantage. So you can see them all up here. There's a ton up here near the top of the tank, and on this piece of driftwood that goes up to the top. Now by having the driftwood go all the way up almost to the top of the tank, it allows the shrimp to crawl on something all the way to the top of the tank. So there's movement at every level in the tank. Because normally if there wasn't, let's say I had just some normal driftwood, some rocks here at the bottom, and no backdrop, the tank would look pretty empty in the top. You'd be looking at the bottom. Now by having the backdrop and the driftwood, it allows you to look up the entire the span of the height of the tank and still see stuff. There's still movement, there's all that kind of stuff, which is kind of the reason why I went with this particular look, which is a lot different than what I had previously in my other shrimp videos. So you can mess around with your hardscape. You can add things. You can get artificial decorations. There are a lot of different decorations just for shrimp, which isn't a bad idea if you're kind of looking for some things that are going to be a little bit easier to get. Some of this driftwood I just took from outside, like this piece here. I found it like a lake kind of a thing. Usually when I try and find wild driftwood, I always try and find driftwood that's already been floating, or it's got all the bark rotted off already, that kind of stuff. But all the shrimp have been breeding. Everything's kind of been doing fine. I've thinned out the population by moving into other tanks and actually sold some to a fish store. So that's been really nice being able to do that. So if you like what I'm doing, guys, just subscribe, leave a comment suggesting a future video idea. Check out my blog site, link to that in the description of this video, And just have an awesome day, guys. Bye.